It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Mhm. 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 Yes. Yes. Greetings, and I'm really happy to be here. Um, I am Elder Carly Town, as most people know, but I know you have a larger audience, so I just wanted them to know who we are down. Yeah. And I am also director of the Gullah Geechee Angel Network, a nonprofit that preserve and promote Gullah culture by way of art. I'm also the Minister of Information for the Gullah Geechee Nation under the leadership of Queen Quet. And I'm here today to talk a little bit about the things that we are doing in our community. And you said something about we have to be more, get together more. And this is one of the things that we are doing. I'm working with this young lady, amazing young lady, Jasmine Smalls, and we're having a great time forming this relationship. And I know she's gonna tell you about the projects that we work on. I'm very excited about it. But I did want people to know, for those who don't know what Gullah Geechee is, I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Well, Gullah is actually language, the language, the land, and the people. And Geechee is the creolization of the language, where you added more English words so you would be able to speak to those in the mainland. And Gullah actually came from the tribes in Africa, West Africa, called the Gula tribe, Gola, which is it's like a corruption of the word Angola. And then the Geechee came from the Kizi family of West Africa. So a lot of times people ask us, well, why is this so important? Well, it's important because we have held on to our culture and tradition for the last 400 years. And we have the highest retention of African tradition in America. And we love it because we still do the same things that our ancestors did in Africa. Matter of fact, when I went to Africa, I just felt really at home, because the things that I did here, they did a lot of those things too. I'm just really excited about the fact that I am going to be working with Jasmine. And so, Jasmine, I know I see you got your thing off. You're on mute. You're on mute.
I didn't mean to be at all.
I know. Yeah, so I'm just so excited about the fact that I met Jasmine, and she is working in the community, and she's working with young children. And that's one of the things that I wanted to do, because as I age, I would like to be able to take, give the information that I have and pass it on, because, we got to pass the torch on. We can't continue to do this. We have to pass it on to minds like Jasmine. So Jasmine, I'm not going to say anymore, and I will let you go ahead and talk,
Well,
Uh-huh. Thank you. I know you do. I know you do. I remember that play. You had my back. You came out to every rehearsal.
And okay, so first things first, I'm honored to be here. So glad to be on the show with you two. This journey has been an amazing one, and me and Elder Carly Town and I have really been working together, collaborating to make sure that we are giving the communities what they need, as far as making sure that we're not forgetting about culture, we're not forgetting about the that we know within the culture, just the whole preservation of what it is to be a Gullah Geechee descendant in the first place. So it is a beautiful thing because we're being us, and we're being able to expose, or bring exposure to a lot of children that, they may not, they may still practice it but don't know why, or they do certain things in their life and can't quite pick, they can't quite say, hey, oh well, we do this for that reason, we do this for that. That's what we have the elders for. The elders has been around for, a very long time, and they have the wisdom and the education that we need as the younger generation to keep things going. We were able to preserve as much as we have, for as long as we have, because of the elders and them not forgetting the way and being in a position to where they can show us all. It's just been a beautiful feeling, because when you have generations underneath you where it's like they know the practices but don't understand why, but bridging the gap from knowing why, where that came from, uh, and how it has affected you to this day, and just being able to have that be a part of your life. And let's not forget that right there is beyond amazing. Just being able to have those opportunities. So in creating the program in which we did have that, a lot of that in mind. I am the program director for Making a Difference organization, which has been around for about almost 20 years now. And they started off just dealing with just the elderly and making sure that they have furniture, clothes, and food. So for a long time, throughout my whole life, I pretty much had this experience in making sure that people who needed clothes had clothes, people who needed food had food, and people who just simply needed furniture, for their places and stuff like that. And being able to recycle, one another's things throughout the community. Because how they say, one man's trash could be another man's treasure. That's a real thing. So I've been able to see that throughout my lifetime. And now, to be able to get to a point where I could tie in a lot of things, it really has been a beautiful experience, because of my years within Making a Difference. um it put me in a space where not only did I understand business, but I stood, about what it meant to be a volunteer in organizations. So I have volunteered in many organizations, Making a Difference, what you call it, Low Country Juneteenth Week, what you call it, Communiversity, the Yaba organization, like Gullah Geechee Angel Network, Kwanzaa, the original Low Country Kwanzaa Society, Black Liberation Fund. The list goes on.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Yeah.
Well, I strongly believe we collaborated because of, as you go on the journey of knowing yourself, and you find people, you be like, hold up, what? This is the organization. You mean that? y'all have been going around the world telling people about us? Like, like the young folks always say, oh, we trying to put Charleston on the map. They say things like that. But when you talking to the elders, it's like, baby, like we already on the map. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This ain't no we ain't just getting it, what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a big difference. And then when understanding, like when having many conversations with Elder Carly Town or just being around her and Queen Quet, you're having those opportunities to see like, oh wow, like we are all one and the same. We literally strongly believe in the same things. We have been continuously doing the same things within our families. And that's what that connection comes in, because you know for a fact that you're not on a wrong path. You're just connecting the dots, and they have done such great works throughout the world to be able to stand or be able to be amongst them, or just to be in the same room. It has been a blessing, and having these type of opportunities where we can collab, it has definitely meant the world, because it's been able to make such a positive impact on the children. And we're just getting started. We just crank it up.
Yes.
So much more to put in and move forward with. But what they have done and what we have done so far together, it's just been a powerful force. And we just been able to really make some great moves. We got a great fun day going on tomorrow, as well. And you just for the remaining of the weeks in the summer, just learning and being able to put two and two together, what that looks like for the community as we grow. It's just been awesome. So if you want to reach Elder Carly Town, I'm pretty sure you want to tell them your Facebook page.
Okay. Well, number one, I believe in education, but we went to event. It was Sunday. No, it was Saturday. Professor Smalls was there, and he brought it to my attention, which I already had in my head and was always doing. And I would say, bring in the resources to the community. Yeah. So he said it was three things that we must tap into. That was the culture, which we were already doing, letting people know who we are down. Yeah. And then the second thing is economics, which is very, 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 very important. And he said politics. Now, the politics, I still got to think about that. But it is politics, because we have decided that we are a Gullah Geechee nation, and nobody can tell us that we aren't, because we stand on our rights to self-determination. Yes. And so with that, nobody has no questions, and we're doing the things for our community, but it's not individual. It's a communal. The Gullah Geechee is a communal. The nation is communal. What I supposed to have, you supposed to have too. We stand on those rights. So Jasmine and I are working on these projects with children, because I have this house on the hike called Unitarian House. And then Jasmine walks up like, Unitarian House, I'm working with children. And so we have partnered together, and she has this space on Jenkins Orphanage. And I was like, wait a minute, this is all coming together for the good of all. So we are actually bringing more education to our community. And also, Jasmine will tell you more economics, because what she is doing is very powerful. I'll let her tell you a little bit about that.
We just, like how she said, knowing what your part in all of this is. And like we started with making a difference, doing what they did as far as the elders is concerned. And then you realize, okay, there's a problem in the community. So one of them would be law enforcement, the connection between law enforcement and the citizens, there, understanding how to bridge a gap and create environments where you're able to maneuver or, communicate with one another without it being any kind of aggressive behavior. That's important. Those like making a difference while dealing with the elders and providing certain things that the community needed. That's those resources. We've also been able to connect with the youth and the community as a whole. That's, being communal, where we understand, hey, we got a problem within these neighborhoods. Let's start trying to figure out how we communicate better. The same way Professor Smalls brought up some things throughout that event on Saturday. We've had great pleasures of being around, many other communal individuals who have really been out here making sure that they get people to understand too that, listen, there's three kind of E's out here, and we need to understand what they mean. What does it mean for our communities? You've got environment, you've got economics, and you got education, which we pretty much tapped into in these conversations, and understanding that if you could change two out of the three, then you can automatically change what that third one is.
Thank you.
Like, an understanding that we work together in creating those environments and making sure that we're bringing forth the information to better educate, to be able to open up opportunities, job opportunities for those that are out here looking for that, and not just working with the family that you grew up in the household with, but working with your extended family. That is your communities. That is those that are part of the diaspora. That is, like we are together striving to be able to create what that looks like for our community, that safe haven, that that peace within the storm. That's definitely what this is all about, honestly speaking. We have been working with another organization to help with the Congolese people. Yes, so that project has been a beautiful project in itself. We've been able to cook for them. We've been able to see how they are as far as other occupations are concerned. Because yes, we deal with organizations, but we have our businesses that set aside from these organizations. So you have your volunteer and your nonprofit side of things, and then you have your for-profit side of things. And for us, I'm definitely linked with the food chain for the Ritz Bar and Grill, the Ritz Express out in Moncks Corner, Atlantis out in Moncks Corner. So it's just like I come from a family where we already tried to do our best at providing some type of job for the community. So if you're looking to do any type of work within that particular industry, we look to be able to help you. I've been in the hair industry for a very long time, licensed for almost 14, 15 years, just in the professional aspect of it, but it was a part of my life, my culture. Braiding hair, that's I think God for being able to have that trade, because I strongly feel like that's the reason why I'm able to connect with so many people throughout the diaspora, just by what was preserved within my very own culture. And that's been a beautiful thing. So we've been working together, being able to help the Congolese people and finding the similarities, just like the Congolese talked about. It was so funny. I asked them if they ate eggs and rice, and they really did. Like, it was hilarious. Like, they were no stranger to it, and they cleaned their plates. It was okra.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, definitely. That's right. I tell. Okay. 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 Well, there's always that opportunity to cast your bucket where you're at. But if they wanted to come here and, stay for a little while, we crowded. They could come and because I am the Gullah Geechee Angel Network, and you can reach me at ctown, CTOWNE 90 at hotmail.com. You can actually call me 843-735-2189. And if you come to Charleston, look us up. And number one, we need you to, if you want to help, get in touch with us, because we still growing. We all need to grow, and we're still growing, but we want your help. If you want to help us, we can help you too. So it's not a one-way street, it's a two-way street. We can help each other, because it's all about us working together. They say work together, children. Don't you get weird. And the other thing I want to say is I want to give shout out to Queen Quet, because if it wasn't for her going to 50 states and countries, I went to some with her, but not all of them. She has been able to tell people about our culture, and we've been able to preserve it because of the Gullah Geechee Nation and others. But I know for a fact that Queen Pet has been to 50 states and tell people about who we are down here. Yes. My phone number is 843-735-2189, and you can call me anytime.
Yes, and I want to say Ashe to what Carly Town just said, and I thank Queen Quet for what she has done myself. In once the community really understands,
right,
they will really
yes.
understand the importance of the role in which she plays.
Right.
And she does an awesome job at what she does. So that I do agree with. If anybody wants to reach me, you could email me at Making a Difference Youth Program at gmail.com, or you could do Hair's Life 247 at Gmail. My name is Jasmine Smalls on Facebook. Hair's Life Studios is one of my companies, and the organization that I'm always involved with, Low Country Juneteenth Week, Making a Difference organization. I've done work with, like I said, plenty others, and I'm continuously working with the Gullah Geechee Angel Network and Gullah Geechee Nation. I want to just say I'm grateful, and if anybody want to reach me, and as a phone contact or something like that, we could do 843-557-7713. I repeat, 843-557-7713. And you could even do 843-345-9165. I think it's 9165. Don't laugh at me, y'all. That's my organization number.
But, yes. Well, I want to say thank you, Geno. Thank you so much.
Yes,
like Jasmine said, I'm grateful. I want to thank my sister Savannah too for, being
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.
African American women are vital to the communities that we serve. We are mothers, daughters, sisters, teachers, caretakers, community activists, and so much more.
We cannot afford to lose anyone. COVID-19 has devastated our community by affecting our families with prolonged illness and hospitalization, disrupting our children's education, and affecting the way we live, work, and worship.
Vaccines are our opportunity to get back to our work, but more importantly, to keep us out of the hospital and back into the communities that we know and love.
Sisters, work together for common goals, and we have so much work to do in the community. As African American women, we are the pulse of our community.
Sisters, we have work to do.
Get the vaccine.